Oh, I want to celebrate. I was supposed to do this a while ago, but let me say this first. I I realize that whatever people's priorities are, that's what they use as a gauge to probably run their lives. And I can see somebody saying that making a lot of money is probably, a top priority. And I won't argue or disagree about that. But sometimes when you are able to help somebody else, especially a young person, with something that they appreciate, and I'm going to do a video one of these days on what some of the young men that I coached did for me. But this one actually ends up being about the young females. And let me start. I initially started, I want to give a shout out to Coach Cooper. I remember last year I told him, I said, hey, I want to coach. And he's the eighth grade boys coach. And I said, yeah, I would like to coach and help out or whatever. So this pandemic thing hits and boom. And now we get into a situation where he has a team, the boys and the girls. And so he asked me, he said, hey, it was a Friday, he said, would you like to coach the boys? And I said, sure. And I just considered it a blessing from God. And I was honored, and I still am choked up about it just from the very first day. So he said, well, Monday, and it was like I said, it was Friday when we started. Monday, we're going to, you know, see if we can get some guys to come in. We're going to pick 30 guys, shows up. And they asked me, how many do you want to keep? I just thought 15 or half of them would be the right number. But anyway, we run. Then we end our regular season at 11-3. And he coaches the girls. And we're a number 3 seed when the tournament starts. And they're number 1 seed. And like I said, our boys battled. And we lost to a team that we had actually already beat before. But I got to give a shout out to them for their effort, and it was there. They wanted to win, and it didn't happen for us. So with that being the case, we went outside. It was like a snow blizzard, and it's not even normally like that at all down here in Georgia. But since I've been down here less than 2 years, it's been snow every time I've been here. I don't know if I brought it or whatnot, but I apologize to all the Georgia people that are dealing with now more than just black ice. But so tournament was over. I congratulated our boys, and coach was out there, and I knew his girls was the number 1 seed. And I said, you know what, tomorrow I'll come and support. And I knew they had an 8 o'clock a.m. game on Sunday. And so he was like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, I want to be supportive and cheer for you guys and things like that. He said, well, I want you to be on the sideline with me. I want you to be on the bench. And I was like, I was choked up as usual. I kind of get, a little bit teary-eyed when something happens that is possibly beneficial for, people involved. And it's not a selfish agenda. So I got there 8 o'clock in the morning, and man, and the girls are fiery, and they play a game, and so I take stats for them, and the girls won. And then so there's like 3 games to be played for the championship, and then so game 2 is like 2 hours later. So end up playing playing a barn burner against a very good team, a Longhorn team, who they beat earlier, and I saw that game. I came in at halftime and saw them beat the Longhorns girls team. Shout out to the Sewanee Academy for all the games that they put on. Also shout out to the AAU circuit coach Brown for all that he does for people, and all of those coaches that help those young people move forward. Shout out to y'all. God bless y'all. So that game with the Longhorn, it went into overtime, and the girls battled, and and eked it out and still maintain the number one seed. So now it's time to play against the number one seed team also from the other group. And that was a team called Archer. Now, our team is Bay Creek. And Archer had beat Bay Creek earlier, beat our girls team before in a landslide. So I'm talking with Coach Cooper before the game, and he's giving me a little bit of information about Archer. And then I saw some of their players. I was like, okay, this is going to be a really competitive game. And I'm like, man, we are this close to winning the championship, you know. And then he starts to tell me about his history a little bit, that he's not a rookie or a virgin to the championship forum. So this was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, wow, this is going to be great. We are this close to winning the championship. And I'm like, this is my first year being involved in coaching. I was a head coach for the boys. So I'm like, wow, this is the way you started off, moving to a new location. And, man, it was a low-scoring game. The girls battling back and